Happy Friday, everybody. Anthony here with Empire Music, empiremusic.com. I know you're used to seeing me on Monday, but Friday morning here, Joe is out on vacation. Actually, he's not on vacation. He's out at Fender Custom Shop. He was just at Martin, so he's making his rounds out to some of our big brands that we carry here in the store. So you get me here to show you some of the used stuff that we've gotten in, and some really nice stuff this week. I got 7 really nice guitars to show you. 2 artist models that I'm a pretty big fan of as well, which is kind of cool to see. Speaking of used, if you have some used stuff, please reach out to us. You can call us at the shop, 412-343-5299. You can email me directly. It's anthony@empiremusic.com. Always happy to take some of your trades, some of your sells. So, you know, if you're looking to upgrade or just move something, reach out to us. We'll see if we can kind of strike a deal up. If you do email, I always say this, be preemptive, include some photos, because the next email back is going to be asking for photos. So we could just start right there and save one step, which is always nice. But we're always happy to kind of look at that stuff. And even if you have trades and you want to take advantage of, and I'm sure you've heard about it or seen it at this point, if you follow us on our website, which is empiremusic.com, or anywhere on social media, we've talked about it. The summer sale's going on until August 31st. What that is it's a chance for you to save up to 20% on selected items, right? But you can also save 10 or 15% really store-wide. There are very, very few exceptions on that. Not even used in some cases. We can, you know, maybe hook you up on a price. Not all the time on used, but if you have trades and you're looking at something, we can still give you those discounted prices and take your trades, give you really good value there. Free shipping, pro setup on all the stuff. In a lot of cases, we will send you labels to send your used stuff to us. We'll save you whatever that shipping cost is. So kind of cool as well. EmpireMusic.com. Links below in the description. If you're on Instagram, links in our bio to our Linktree account. That'll get you to all the applicable links we want you to see. But the summer sales event is going on, going strong. A lot of you have already taken advantage of it. Greatly appreciate that. Let's dive into some used stuff here. So I always talk about these guitars in new this week as my favorite acoustic guitars possibly that I've ever heard. We got a used one in 0028 Custom Expert Martin 0028 in the 1937, the authentic 1937. Just I've said it before, absolute cannon of guitars depending on the body. Whatever the body size is, it is like the max sound you're gonna get out of that, whether it's the 000 or the Dread. Love the look. This is in natural. Just really like subdued beauty on that, little thicker neck on it. It just sounds so good. Adirondack top, East Indian rosewood back and sides. Beautiful traditional sounding Martins, no frills, but man, they're beautiful. So one used one popped in, very cool to see that. Won't last long because a lot of people call about these new. We get them down at the used pricing. They fly out of the door there. Into a PRS. So nice thing about used with, you know, as we've expanded our used selection is getting brands that we don't typically carry here in the store. Now there's another store in the city that carries PRS, that carries Suhr, which are the next ones that I'll show you. And it's funny because a lot of times we see some of their inventory pop up here and we see our inventory pop up there because we have our local guys that are just, they're trade hounds, man. They're just always looking to swap stuff out, which is kind of cool to see, actually. I like that kind of communal thing that goes on here in the Pittsburgh area, and everybody's happy with it. So Silver Sky PRS, that's the John Mayer signature. I'm a big John Mayer fan. That might not be always popular to say, but you know, it's funny. I did a gig for a while that was a John Mayer cover band, like a tribute thing. And I didn't realize till I started learning the music that I know a ton of John Mayer music. Like I kind of knew everything we were playing. It was like 30 tunes, but I got to play all that Pino Palladino and Sean Hurley stuff. So personally, that was fun. But PRS Silver Sky, this one's in, I think, the matte sand finish. The John Mayer pickups in there, the small bird inlays. The finish is very, very cool there. It is like a satin finish on that. Nice, elegant kind of look on the neck heel there. Never realized that the head cap or the headstock on that was inverse of the normal PRS stuff. Not being a dealer, I'm a little limited on knowledge with the PRS stuff. And then the matching tuner, such a nice touch on that. Great guitars. The times that we've had these, sold very, very fast. It's always so funny to see the Strat body shape with any different headstock on it. It's just such a look to it. But these have actually become quite common to the eye. So yeah, very cool guitar. This won't last long. By the time you watch this, that might be gone. So 2 Suhrs as well. So the classic S, Strat style, but HSS, 3-tone Sunburst, 60s style pickups in that, and then the SSV, humbucker in the bridge, locking tuners. Yeah, if you're not familiar with what the Suhr stuff is, you probably are if you're a guitar fan. Just really, really well-made instruments. Beautiful fret work on that as well. You know, the more I start paying attention to those details on guitars, I like really seeing that stuff. Kind of like the beveled neck heel on it. Very, very comfortable to play. And then really the same guitar here, it's a little bit different. So this is the classic S Vintage. So you have a roasted maple neck on that. The vintage style tuners on that. Same beveled neck heel. You can kind of see a little bit of finish checking on that. This has 60s pickups in it, SSV humbucker. Has a push on it though, so we can have a coil split on the humbucker there. So a nice little added feature for versatility. Again, beautiful fretwork on it, rosewood fretboard. These have a standard kind of C neck, both of them do. And then just the light aging, and then you get the mint green look with the pickup covers, the pick guard, and the knobs, and the switch tip on it. Very nice. Again, kind of just cool to see these different takes on the Fender instruments that we carry so well. We love them, we know them very well. It's just cool to see a variation on that stuff. Again, the Suhr stuff always sells well, especially here, because people aren't used to seeing the PRS and the Suhr stuff in the shop. So when we get them, they always fly. One that we are used to, and one that we really like here, I think a criminally underrated instrument in the Gibson lineup, is the Les Paul Studio. You have push pulls, not on the tones, but you have coil tap on both, so we can really get versatile on the tones on that. Kind of a no frills look on the Les Paul, where we don't have any binding. The weight's always really good on them. Super versatile instrument. So if you're looking to kind of grab the Les Paul thing, but not go over the top price-wise as far as some of the standard collections, you get a lot of quality and a lot of versatility out of the Studio. 490, 498 R&T in the pick. I like those pickups for kind of a somewhat modern, standardized take on the Gibson sound. Very nice. And then similar looking, and similar to what we were talking about with the PRS and with the Suhr, an Eastman. It's a great looking guitar. It's very lightweight, kind of like the Les Paul Jr., the single P90. That's a Lawler P90, dog ear P90 style in it. Way back in the bridge position. Well, not way back, because it's really up here. But a very, I had this plugged in and it sounds very, very good. But the relicking on this is very, very nice. I think this is like $11.99 too. $10.49. That's a really, really nice guitar at that price. Always a fan of this look. Love a P90. Love a P90 in the bridge too. I think it's such a good position, a good sound. But like, look at like the aging on the tuners. You kind of have it up here. That's a little cookie cutter-ish. You know, it's not really taking the lacquer away. But man, that's a nice looking, vibey guitar at that price. And then another guitar player that I'm a massive fan of, Troy Van Leeuwen. I'm a big Queens of the Stone Age fan. He's all over that stuff. So the OXBLOOD, Troy Van Leeuwen JAZZMASTER, just an amazing sounding guitar, tons of switching options on it, and it just looks really, really good in the OXBLOOD finish. So that's some used stuff. If you have used stuff, please reach out to us, 412-343-5299. Take advantage of the summer sale. These types of like price discounts are not always around. Up to 20% off selected inventory. Some great Taylor stuff in there. Some older Fender custom shop stuff. We can go pretty deep on the pricing. Some stuff that's kind of aging itself out here. 412-343-5299. Check out the website, empiremusic.com. Old this week. I'll see you on Monday for new this week. See you. Bye.